Hey everyone, welcome back. Here's a surprising update, a headline you might not have expected. A federal court just ruled that most of former President Trump's tariffs may actually be illegal. That's right. And here's the kicker: the tariffs are still in place, at least for now, while the Supreme Court decides whether they'll stay or go. This matters because those tariffs have touched almost everything we buy, from cars and electronics to groceries. If you felt your wallet stretch thinner at the checkout line, tariffs are one of the reasons why. So let's break this down in plain English. Tariffs are basically taxes on imported goods. Trump used them as his go-to tool, saying they protected American jobs, leveled the playing field, and pushed manufacturing back home. At one point, nearly 70% of all imports to the United States had an extra tax attached. Businesses usually pass those costs on to consumers, which means higher prices for things like cars, home appliances, and even food. But here's the twist. In late August, a federal appeals court said the way Trump imposed those tariffs wasn't legal. The law he used, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, doesn't even mention tariffs. According to the court, only Congress has the power to set them. The court didn't scrap the tariffs immediately. Instead, it pressed pause until October 14th, giving the administration time to appeal to the Supreme Court. Trump, of course, has pushed back. He's known as the ruling partisan and cautious, and that getting rid of tariffs could make America like a third world country. He's also blamed the dip in the stock market on this decision, saying businesses rely on tariffs to keep the economy strong. Meanwhile, the Justice Department argues that if the tariffs vanish, the government could owe businesses billions in refunds, which could disrupt the federal budget and ripple into everything from public programs to national debt payments. For now, not much changes. Prices on imported goods will likely stay where they are until the Supreme Court rules. But if the tariffs are struck down and refunds start flowing back to importers, some industries might see relief. Don't expect grocery prices to fall overnight, but big-ticket items like cars, electronics, and construction materials could get cheaper over time. This case isn't just about prices, though. It's about how much power a president should have over trade and the economy, and that could shape U.S. policy for decades. Imagine a future president using the same powers for climate policy or tech regulation. Supporters say tariffs protect American workers and give the U.S. leverage in negotiations. Critics argue they're an overreach of power that raises costs and slows the economy. Businesses are stuck in the middle, reshaping supply chains around tariffs that could suddenly disappear. Even if the Supreme Court strikes them down, the broader conversation isn't going away. The idea of protecting U.S. industries and reducing reliance on foreign countries is popular across party lines. Other nations are also watching closely and may challenge or retaliate against U.S. policies depending on the outcome. So what should you do with this information? First, stay informed, because this case will be in the headlines for months. Pay attention to how industries you rely on are reacting, especially autos, electronics, and construction. And stay flexible with big purchases. If you are planning to buy something major, it might be worth holding off until the Supreme Court decision. So what do you think? Do tariffs help protect American jobs, or do they just make life more expensive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Staying informed is one of the best ways to protect your wallet, and I'll be here to help make sense of it all, step by step.